All right, we're going to move on now onto our next topic, and that is the Washington Nationals. Boy, the Nationals, huh? Now, people are kind of, especially in the industry, I'm reading that the reactions from the Nationals trade for Adam Eaton, giving up Lucas Giolito, Reynaldo Lopez, and Dane Dunning. I mean, they didn't give up Robles, but he's still maybe going to be on the table. But Adam Eaton, they were in the mix for McCutchen, and the Nationals got Adam Eaton. They lost on Sale, and they lost Melanson. So they had to do something. Mm-hmm. And Adam Eaton, is he worth the number 3 prospect in baseball as well as other top prospects in the game? Remains to be seen. Now, we've seen Adam Eaton a lot in Chicago, Sean.
Yeah, and one thing, too, with giving up the 3rd prospect in baseball in Giolito, people are saying that his value was going down, too, so it could have been a sell-high opportunity for the Nationals. But looking at Eaton specifically here, I mean, in right last year, he was one of the best right fielders in baseball, at least defensively. I mean, he was ridiculous in right field, making him go back to center. He was fantastic in center, a little bit worse, and it is a big center field in Washington there. But I still think you're going to get a guy at the top of the order who can lead off, who's going to get on base consistently, and then you're going to back that up with Murphy. You're going to back that up with Harper. I mean, it sucks with what they're doing. I mean, it sucks with what happening where they were in on McCutchen, they were in on Melanson, they were in on Sale, and then all of that falls through. But still, I think the move for Eaton, especially with the rumors coming out that Harper wants $400 million and Rizzo is like, yeah, we might not be interested in paying that.
Let's win it now because
that's pretty much it. We got to win it now. So we might see the Nationals just pull the White Sox, clear out all of an old White Sox move, clear out all of their prospects and go in
freaking in
because you have Scherzer, you have Strasburg, who. Obviously, Strasburg, when he's healthy, one of the best pitchers in baseball. But
he can't stay healthy.
He can't stay healthy. And then you have Gio Gonzalez, who's been off and on, and then Rourke, who's been off and on. But when you
young Joe Ross,
if you add one more pitcher to that, you're going to have a rotation that can compete with the Cubs.
Oh, without a doubt, We
and
still
you need to win now if you're the Nationals.
Oh, no doubt about it. That's the main thing. That's why they went out and got an Adam Eaton because they had to fill their center field position and. I don't know, because I think Adam Eaton is so valuable in right field. And you look at the defensive runs saved difference from in terms of Adam Eaton in center compared to right field. He blows that number out of the water in right.
He's like a 7 WAR in right, and I think it's like a 4 or 5 in center.
Yeah, I mean he's still
a good player,
an above average center fielder, but he's such a good. He's among the best right fielders in baseball, but. Does that mean you're going to move Bryce Harper to center? I doubt it.
God, no.
I mean, Bryce Harper can play center field, but Adam Eaton probably is the better center fielder of the two. So you look across the outfield, Jason Worthless, Adam Eaton, and Bryce Harper. Not terrible. Worth was awful in the playoffs. And I'll tell you what, Nationals fans, I feel your pain. Not being able to get out of the NLDS in 2012, 14, and most recently 2016, not getting out of the NLDS, that is rough. That is absolutely, oh, God, I can't even imagine. But you look at that rotation. And you add in Adam Eaton. This lineup's legit, especially the emergence of Trey Turner. He's going to play shortstop now, most likely. And you look at his lineup, Max Scherzer, like you said, Strasburg, Gio, Rourke, and then Joe Ross. Really like Joe Ross last season, but how much are you going to rely on him? Obviously, Scherzer's the workhorse, an NL Cy Young winner, absolutely. But that missing piece when they didn't get Sale really hurts them. If you look at that rotation with Sale, obviously it's so much better than without.
If they have Sale, it's the best rotation in baseball in my mind. You have Scherzer, who's a two-time Cy Young winner. You have Strasburg, who when healthy is better than anyone on the Mets in my opinion. And then you have Sale, who's one of the best lefties, like we've said. You add that, you have the best rotation in baseball. But the one thing with the Nationals now is you lose out on McCutchen, Sale, all these other guys. You lose Melanson to the Giants. Now you need a bullpen here because there is no one there. You're not going to rely on Sean Kelly. You're not going to rely on Oliver Perez. I mean, you need help there, and you need help desperately. So you're either going to throw a ton of money at Kenley Jansen, who pretty much knocked you out of the playoffs, or you're going to go for David Robertson, who's been up and down with the White Sox and really hasn't been that great since he was on the Yankees.
Sure. No, I agree with you. You look at Sammy Solis, and he's probably their best reliever in that bunch. But you're right. I mean, Trevor Gott, too. He was pretty solid last year. But I look at the Nationals in terms of what they need, definitely relies on that bullpen. If you're going to go after a reliever, who's going to be on the market left? Chapman just signed a major deal. Melanson's rumored to get almost similar to what Chapman got in $86 million.
I think it was 52. What do you got? Or 53 or something.
Jensen?
Oh, Jensen. You said Melanson.
Oh, I meant like Chapman. I said
Chapman got the record deal, and Jansen's close to a record deal.
Yeah, and Melanson too. Melanson, you're right, was signed for 52, which is still a lot for a closer. I'm sorry, 4 years, 62 mil, 62 with the Giants. God, we're all over the place here. But no,
too many contracts.
So much is happening. But in comparison, you look at the relievers left on the market. They didn't get a chance to get Wade Davis. The Cubs made a move for Wade Davis, and Melanson's off the board. Chapman's off the board. You're going to invest in Kenley Jansen? I don't know. And then that leaves David Robertson. 2 years, 25 mil doesn't look too terrible in terms of the market among closers right now, but you're going to have to give up something too. And you do really want to do business with the White Sox again?
And one thing too, the White Sox also have Nate Jones that you can also throw into that deal. And one thing that was thrown out was Robertson Jones for Robles. So then that's pretty much
I'm doing it with the White Sox.
And that's pretty much if that happens, then you're getting the trade would pretty much be Eaton, Robertson, and Jones for the package that you were going to get with Sale. So you're pretty much trading Sale, getting everyone that you got from the Red Sox, and then you're also getting Eaton and all of this. And if that happens, I'm getting that personalized Rick Hahn jersey.
I don't blame you.
We're going back to the White Sox.
I don't blame you, White Sox fan. But if you guys, Nationals fans, you're listening on YouTube, thanks, guys. Make sure you subscribe, comment, let us know what you think. I agree with you. If you're the Nationals right now, you're in win now mode. You're in desperation mode. You're gonna have to go out and get someone. And Rick Hahn's like, gimme. Yeah, I'm gonna manipulate the hell out of you, Mr. Rizzo. So,
and this is where teams overextend. This is where teams.
It takes one dumb GM, and I'm not calling Mr. Rizzo a dumb GM, but
it takes one desperate GM.
Sure.
And that's the thing. It's if Rizzo gets desperate, if he sees that Harper's going to be out on the way out, a guy that is pretty much the next star behind Trout. Of the MLB, and you see that Scherzer's getting older, you see that Strasburg can't stay healthy, you're going to get desperate, and you're going to make a move, and whether that's giving up all of your farm system or you're just going to overextend on a contract, and that's where we see this comes to bite people in the ass.
Absolutely, and I want to just touch real quick before we end this conversation. Let me ask you this question. Do you think the NL East is going to be the most competitive division in baseball next year?
With the Marlins, Mets who are healthy, with the Nationals, I'm going to say in all of baseball or in the NL?
In all of baseball.
I think it'll be second to the AL East. Because
Okay.
I think the Orioles will still be competing. Red Sox. Yankees had a hot end of their season.
Yeah,
they're
Clint
not
Frazier and Gleyber
awful.
Torres coming up.
Yeah, and you had what's his face, Sanchez hitting
Gary
the
Sanchez.
cover off the ball. So and the Blue Jays obviously are there as well. So I think that it's going to be either one of the East. I'll say the AL East just for now because you still have the Phillies and Braves.
Okay, that's
so
fair.
you have 4 teams in the AL East and 3 teams in the NL East.
Yeah, I'm really interested in how the Marlins play out the rest of this offseason because obviously they're dealing with the untimely loss of Jose Fernandez. And, I mean, they signed Edinson Volquez. And,
that's not a fair... That's not a one-to-one there.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Yeah.
But they still have pieces there. They were in the mix, guy. Last year in this division until Stanton got hurt. They fell off, made a late run, but still weren't. They finished 79-82. That was impressive for the Marlins. But
in their last 10, they were 3-7 too.
Yeah, it was. By then it was over. Mid-September they were out of it. But you look at that division, the Marlins. I'm intrigued by them a lot. The Mets, obviously, with that rotation healthy again, they're going to be in the mix. Speaking of the Mets, they signed Yoenis Cespedes back, so we're going to talk about that as this podcast progresses. But you look at the Nationals, Mets, Marlins, and even the Phillies and Braves. Both of these teams went through major rebuilds, but they're filled with young talent. Lots of kind of, I don't want to say intriguing because I've said intriguing a lot, but there's intriguing guys all over their roster. So
yeah, but with the Braves
it'll be fun.
With the Braves and Phillies, they're years out. I think they're.
I think the Braves are 1 year away from not being legitimate contenders, but actually
getting 70
competitive. Well, they could win like 75, maybe after 2017, maybe even 80 wins. I'm going on a limb here.
You got Swanson and Freeman, but I mean, really, with that rotation. They'll
figure it out.
I mean, you have Cologne and Dickey, and then
right now,
but that's the one thing is with the Braves, it's tough to say this team will be competitive in a year. Well, you have Jaime too, but I mean, and I think you still have Tehran. But I mean, the thing with the Braves is I think it's too much to say a year out.
No, I'm not. Okay, no.
A year, but you said a year out from being competitive. I'm still saying I don't know about a year out.
Okay, maybe not competitive. Well, competitive in terms like maybe not a
75
World Series team, but like not totally terrible. But hey, all right.
I still think they might be totally terrible.
That's fair. I mean, we haven't really seen much from the Braves to constitute any other reaction. So anyway, final thoughts on this Washington Nationals conversation. It's been so much fun talking baseball this entire podcast. But I look at this Nationals team. Are they the favorite in the East?
In the East, yes, without a doubt. I still think they're the favorites in the East because the Mets still have injury problems. I mean, you don't know
questions within their rotation.
You don't know how Harvey's going to come back. You don't know how Wheeler's going to come back. I mean, the offense isn't. I mean, the offense. The offense is blah. But yeah, I'll say Nationals because they don't have to deal with the health concerns like the Mets.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I think the Nationals are definitely a team to beat in the East, among the top 3 teams in the NL.
They're number 2.
So really good.
I would say number 2
behind the Cubs.
Behind the Cubs.
So really awesome.
Hey,
stuff.
we might get the Crosstown World Series. With the way this
in
is
2021?
Going. Yeah. Oh, a little bit. You'll have to wait. Bryant will be 32 or whatever.
Is he? What is that?
No, he won't even be 32.
He'll be like 28. But anyway.
That's scary.
It's scary to think about.
That's scary.
Addison Russell and Schwarber and all these other guys. God. Anyway, really awesome
Schwarber
stuff.
could have been a sock for fuck's sake.
Nah. All right, we look at the Washington Nationals. Really awesome stuff this offseason. I mean, it sucks for them missing out on,
I don't know if it's awesome.
It's awesome as a fan, not of the Nationals necessarily.
They've swung and missed.
Because they're a big problem with the Cubs. But hey, really interesting stuff. They got Adam Eaton, and they missed out on Sale. It's unfortunate, but they traded a large package. Guys on the move. They're desperate. They need to win now. So let's see how they play the rest of this offseason. Overall, really, really exciting stuff as a fan from baseball.